Hi, welcome to mid-March reading. This is going to be time-stamped starting with Aries, moving through to Pisces. We're going to look at love life, career, destiny, whatever comes up for us, okay? I will timestamp it and it will be in the description box below the video, so you can scooch to your sun sign, your moon sign, your rising sign. Also, if you look in the description box, there's a full monthly reading in March for each star sign from Aries right through to Pisces. You can click on any of those free links and have a look. We've also got pick a card, how do they feel about you, and maybe a love reading, so have a look. And also do subscribe or consider subscribing to the channel if you want regular updates and random readings. I often just put stuff out at the last minute actually, as well as the organised stuff that goes out every month. So sign up if you want some of that and hit the like button. Okay, are we ready? Let's start with Aries. I'm going to go down and look at the cards actually while we're doing this, or you are. Aries, what do we need to know for you for mid-March? Ooh. Gosh, okay. Can you see when you look at your cards, Aries, that they're quite kind of somber? You know, there's something about them that's a bit contemplative, okay? Four of Swords is a card of finding peace. Not very easy to do in the crazy world we live in at the moment, and not very easy to do when you're an Aries anyway, because, you know, you're kind of the sign of the ram, you're the first sign, you're ruled by Eris, the god of war, etc., etc. This is about finding your place, finding your peace, and also, I think, making a decision about something that's had you all of a fluster recently. If we look here, we've got the Chariot card. Cancerian energy, so you could be dealing with a Cancerian, or you could be dealing with a water sign in general actually, but you're dealing with wrestling with a decision, and it's a decision that has two very distinct ways to go. You know, it can go this way or that way. It's two quite different possibilities. What the tarot is saying to you here is to be the hermit, which is you kind of become quite insular, but for a good reason. So you've got your lamp, and you don't have to wear the outfit. You know, the outfit's optional. It's up to you. If you want to put on some sackcloth, go with it. You know, you could do the whole, what do they call that? Oh, they call it something, don't they, when you dress up? Let me know in the comments section. Completely left my head. Okay. Be the hermit. Look within. Okay. And again, we've got the Four of Swords where someone's in whatever that pose is that I can't do because it really hurts my knees. It's one of the most difficult poses for me in the whole of yoga is the sitting bit at the beginning of the class when they're trying to give you the instruction and you're like, can't quite manage the sitting bit. Anywho, Four of Swords, Hermit, Chariot. You will come to some kind of decision, and also if this is to do with relationships, it's which way it's going to go. It could be to break up or to stay together. It's quite a big kind of crossroads that you're at, okay? So don't feel bad about that, because I'm just looking for my love cards actually, speaking of relationships. Don't feel bad about that because, yeah, it's a natural part, isn't it? If you're in a difficult place, you're going to want to find the best way out of it. And Aries is not a sign that generally likes to sit on the fence and hang around, okay? Because you're just not like that. You make pretty fast decisions normally, and once you've made one, you generally don't change your mind, which I think is really good. I find that my son's in Aries, and I just find it really refreshing, to be quite honest. Okay. Chuck Spezzano love cards, you get disillusionment. And again, you are seeing behind whatever the facade is, okay? There's a lot of dress up going on here. This is someone who has been the knight in shining armour, but it turns out that they're more like the skinny person in board shorts, okay? And that might be a revelation that really endears you towards them, or something that makes you think they're a bit ingenuine and they're a bit of a fake. and you're off, okay? We also get luck and adventure that says, do not narrow down your possibilities, okay? Because the universe wants you to get the best. It doesn't want you to settle, okay? It's not about settling. It's about settling your way of thinking, then actively making that decision, Aries, okay? Aries, thank you very much. Okay. Taurus, what do we need to know for Taurus? Oh, little wrinkle in the cloth there. Taurus, oh, Taurus, there's your cards. Taurus. Whoa, Taurus, what's been going on with you? Okay, Taurus, you are wrestling with something to do with relationships. Yes, we have got the Ten of Cups in reverse. This is wrestling about whether you're going to stay together, possibility of a breakup. Somebody, you could have already had a breakup, or there's been some kind of argument. You know, there's trouble in Love Town here. It can be, if it is about career, it's about whether you love something or not. It's not about the paycheck. It's about the feels, okay? This is about the feels. Strength in reverse, of course, you could be dealing with a Leo or a fire sign. Leo, Aries or Sagittarius, because you've also got a fire sign card here. Either way, you are licking your wounds a little bit. You're in the kind of, you can't quite see a way forward with this. Five of Wands, again, is like, I can't see a way forward. I can't see a solution. I feel frustrated. Some of you may want this person back, or you don't want this to happen. Let's have a couple of advice cards on this. Okay, that's obvious. Okay, I get it. The advice is, be patient. We have the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles is a patient person, but that was a lot of P's. But also he is the beginning of the Page Knight King, okay? So you are patient to a certain extent, which means if you need to give this person some space, or you just need to sit it out for a few days or whatever it is, fine. But don't be patient forever. Knight of Pentacles is in reverse. Don't escalate that patience so that it becomes too far. You know, you can be patient, but you don't want to be too patient to the point where you're being used a little bit, or put upon, or even waiting too much, you know, because that's not going to get you the outcome that you want here. Oh, okay. Chuck Spezzano love cards. Oh, one flew across the room. Hang on. Cripes. Okay. You may be dealing with an Aries as well. So you get deception. You want to know if somebody has deceived you. You want to know if they're talking to other people. You want to know if it's a work thing. You want to know if they're looking at other candidates, if they're not telling you something. Either way, you're afraid that they didn't tell you something you needed to know. And completely on the other hand, commitment. It's one way or the other, okay? My hunch on this would be to do nothing, as in, I mean, obviously do what you want to do, but distance rather than contact will solve this one way or the other more quickly, okay? Taurus, probably check out your Taurus monthly reading. They're in the description box below. There's one for March. Or pick a card. How do they feel about you? That might be good for you, actually. Okay, thank you, Taurus. Gemini. Gemini, 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 Gemini. Gemini, Gemini. Oh, cripes. Gemini. Nice. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. Oh, crumbs. This is brilliant. Okay. Crumbs. Who says crumbs? I do. I say crumbs. Crumbs, Gemini. I know, you sound like the Beano or something. Okay, full disclosure, my feet are in a foot bath. So I'm just rearranging them a bit. Okay. You got the Devil in reverse, which is right where you want him. You got somebody right where you want them. and I'm glad about that. If it's about relationships, it could be an ex, it's toxic, it's something that you've put behind you, something you can finally put to bed. You may have dissolved a relationship, changed a relationship, moved on. You know, it may just have finally processed something that you were struggling to process. Often when we say no to something, which is what you're doing when you're processing this Devil card, you are saying yes to something else, which is what we're doing when we get this delicious Knight of Cups. Okay. Knight of Cups, I mean, it's just lovely. There's not really a bad thing to say about it. It's an offer coming in. This could be work. If it's work, it's something that you love. It's also like if you were stuck, jobs can be toxic, can't they, as much as people, especially to Geminis, because you're a sign that needs the air. It needs the exchange, you know. You need dynamism, exchange, you need communication, change. You know, it's not often you find a Gemini that's doing the same thing every day. This will be something that utilizes those skills coming into you that you will love, and it's success, because we have the Six of Wands. If this is about a relationship, then passing on one not very good thing or toxic person here brings in someone with far better qualifications to be your person. Okay, so this could be new. It's new love sometimes with the Knight of Cups. Very nice. It can be Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. But either way, it rides straight into the Six of Wands. Winner, winner, chicken dinner, or vegan alternative. Yeehaw. Okay, so go for it. This is nice. This is, yay. Lovely. Yes. Chuck Spezzano love cards for you. Specialness, that's your Devil card. Specialness, if we're going to put it more bluntly, is narcissism or self-obsession. I think you may have been dealing with somebody or been in a relationship that was a bit maybe selfish. For some of you, it might be you that felt you were being selfish because you weren't quite into it. But mostly I think it's the other person, okay? Then we get the luck card of laughter. This is dating, this is fun. This is being approached. It's the Knight of Cups. It's the Six of Wands. It's playful. It's lovely. Okay? No need to say any more because I'll spoil it if I say any more. Thank you, Gemini. Check out your monthly reading if you want to for March, or just pick a card and all sorts in the description box. Woohoo! Oh, God. Having this foot bath is very dangerous because I nearly dropped the cards in it. Okay. Cancerians. Hi, Cancer. Cancer, okay. Check out your mid-March reading. I do a bonus reading for you. What I do is I do a bonus reading every month for my highest viewing sign, but it happens to always be you. So it's always for you. So hopefully it'll be up by now. It'll be in the description box below this video. So check out your bonus love reading for you, Cancer, just for you. Okay, 3 quite interesting cards for you. You may be dealing here, we've got the Eight of Wands in reverse. It's silence or a lack of communication, or somebody not speaking out, speaking up. You could be dealing with someone, I don't think it's really ghosting, but it just feels kind of, feels a bit mysterious. I'm going to take another card for it, actually. It feels a bit mysterious, and not in a good way. Like, where are you? What has happened? We're not hearing anything, you know? Let's shuffle over here so I don't drop them in my foot bath. Okay. Ooh! Okay. Right, so the 2 cards I get for this silence or this lack of communication are the King of Pentacles and the Two of Cups. King of Pentacles is, are you reliable? Are you consistent? Normally, King of Pentacles is. So this may be somebody who's been consistent, but suddenly they've gone quiet. Now, of course, this can be a work situation because the King of Pentacles, the Aries, Midas, you know, the lover of gold, because they can be bosses, they can be the person who pays you, okay, literally. You may have something at work where you're not hearing about something, okay? And then we get the Two of Cups. I know. So it's either that you're troubling yourself of lack of communication in a relationship, or lack of communication in a job that you really quite like, or even a job you want to know if you've got, you know, you're waiting to hear about an interview or something like that, and you're troubled by the lack of communication. My hunch is, and I would, check out your mid-March reading for Cancer, because I'm sure some of this came up. My hunch about this is that as this goes out in the middle of March, you've got maybe a week of uncomfortableness with this, and because I've got the Death card here in the reverse as well, and when you get the Death card in the reverse, you're resistant. You might not want to hear whatever the truth of this situation is at the moment, and sometimes that's good, especially I'm a water sign. Water signs need to kind of adjust. You know, we're not really, it's not like we don't want the naked truth, but we're emotional creatures, aren't we? And we need to prepare ourselves. So I'm just saying there'll be a week of not knowing, and then the Page of Wands, then you're absolutely going to know, because it comes in, boom, Page of Wands, now you know, here it is, woohoo. And it's kind of, it's a bit, you might be dealing with a fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. It's a bit kind of obvious and blunt and big for a water sign, but I think ultimately this fanfare is going to blare the truth out. So a secret might come to light, or just whatever it is that you needed to know, okay? I'm just shuffling my Chuck Spezzano love cards. Yes. Also, do check out, there's a new How Do They Feel About You, pick a card reading, and you might benefit from that. Yeah. Here we've got the problem of fantasy. You don't know if you're making it up, and you don't know if it's true. And that's going to carry on for a little while, but not too long, okay? And jealousy, because you might be winding yourself up. Cancerians can feel, all water signs actually, can feel quite jealous. Part of that is because water signs work on vibration and energy, and also they're very good at seeing things that other people don't see. So as soon as your person's interested in someone else, you can damn well feel it. You're like, they're interested in someone else. Just a moment, I'm going to feel it in the wind, you know, or in my water, or whatever weird way that water signs have of doing it. It's undeniable, and sometimes you wish you didn't have it, but you do. So you're going to have a hunch. You don't know if it's true. And then we get the luck card of sensuality. This is really nice. This is intimacy and a coming together. And kind of looks a bit like a pelvis, I always think, but in a good way. I'm thinking this is going to turn out okay. Maybe not exactly how you want it, but certainly not as bad as you're imagining it. Okay? Check out the pick a card. How do they feel about you? Also your mid-month reading. And also thank you for being here, as always, for your loyalty. Okay? Leo. Okay, right. 3 cards for Leo. Leo, Leo, Leo. What do we need to know from my lovely lions? Ooh. Okay, we got the Knight of Wands in the middle, and he's rushing towards justice. And I always want to clean the floor on justice. It's like one of those floor adverts where you go, I can make this sparkling clean. I like, because you're a Leo and you got the Knight of Wands, and the Knight of Wands is a fire sign, I'm rather loving that rushing into justice, okay? But it's rushing away from this. You are wanting to get away from this. King of Cups in reverse is a tricky dog to keep on the porch, okay? It can be Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, but it can also be any star sign. It's just somebody who, and this is an interesting one, you've lost respect for. There's a signs of weakness in this person that you don't respect, you don't admire, and you don't want to be near. It could be a colleague at work that is kind of letting you down somehow, not keeping up with the team, not keeping up with you. It also could be somebody you've involved with romantically. You never know where you stand with them. King of Cups in reverse can be someone with drug and alcohol issues, or someone who just has a very tenuous relationship with the truth. And you're like, you say a lot, but you don't deliver. You text a lot, but you never see me. You talk the talk, but you do not walk the walk. Okay? Now, you can do that to a Leo for a limited amount of time. It's not the sign. You're not going to stay, you know, waiting on the porch forever for that dog. You're just not, okay? At some point, someone else comes along or something else takes your interest, and quite rightly, you're off ski. Now, if this is to do with a work situation or friend situation or, you know, just negotiation, you were quite tied to this scenario. So you may have liked that job. You may have liked that person. You may, in some cases, have even had a bit of a weird bond with this person that you thought, why can't I kick them to the curb? It's a complete nightmare, whatever it is. You're going to be pleased to hear that in the second half of March, you get your wits about you, you get your lion on, you get your Leo going, you light your torch, and you're off, okay? And it balances things out. It couldn't be better, okay? It's the best move for you to make. Chuck Spezzano's love cards. Yeah. Love it. Okay, the problem card we get is loneliness. It is lonely when you're not on the same page with somebody. It's lonely when you don't know where you stand and you're kind of making it all up for yourself. We also get the luck card of the lovers. And the lovers, it always is about a relationship, but it's about making a choice. You're going to need to choose here. You're going to have to vote with your feet at some point. And I'm not sure if this person's expecting that to happen, but they should be, because they're dealing with a Leo, okay? And that's what Leos eventually do. Maybe sooner, maybe later, but they don't wait around forever, okay? It's just not your kind. It's not what you do. I love that for you. Very positive. Thank you, Leo. Check out the How Do They Feel About You. That's Pick a Card reading. It's in the description box. Okay. Virgo. Ooh. Virgo, 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 Virgo. Page of Cups. An offer, an opener. It's small. So let's say it can be an approach on a dating site. It can be the first message. If you're wanting to hear from someone romantically, it's a text or a social media message or a like on something. It's not the big enchilada, the full turning up with a guitar at your window. You know, it's not that. But it's a start. And also it can be an apology. Someone can be apologizing for something. There's a lack of clarity around a certain situation for you at the moment. Virgos don't thrive on lack of clarity. Virgos thrive on clarity because Virgos often give clarity to others. And what we so freely give to others, we kind of expect to get in return, but it doesn't always happen. There's a feeling here of needing to know. And I feel like this Page of Cups gives you some of what you need to know. Okay, so I feel for some of you this is an apology, but without a full explanation, but it's a good start. I feel for others of you that are waiting to hear from somebody, it's a message or contact, but maybe not as long-winded or full as you wanted it, okay? But it's a good start. And the Four of Swords, this brings you some kind of peace of mind. There's some kind of sense of resolution about this that you've been seeking for a while. Let's take a couple more cards for you, Virgo. Yeah, exactly. Two major arcana. So this is not, it's no small beer, this one. Hanged Man. You're not going to know straight away. You're not going to know the whole thing straight away. You're not getting a full explanation. You're getting part of an explanation, or you're getting what will lead to something later, okay? When you get the Hanged Man energy, it's good to move to acceptance that that might be the best way. And Star in reverse, you're not getting it exactly how you want it, but you're still getting it. So that's okay, but there's still confusion as to how it's going to pan out. Some of you dealing with a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Some of you may be dealing with an Aquarius with the Star card, okay? Let's have some Chuck Spezzano's love card. Cool, Virgo. Okay. First card you get is Drought. Don't let scarcity make your decisions, or fear, okay? Because you might be tempted to. There is a problem here of high expectations. This is about finding everything out that you need to know. You're not going to for now, okay? But most importantly, the bad choices card. Look over your past history. And I always say this to Virgo, are you being too much of service to this person when they're not being of when they don't reciprocate? That's what I was trying to say. Okay, that's love only those who love you. Okay, this is really important. Virgo, woo, try the How Do They Feel About You reading that's in the description box below the video. That might be for you. Thank you, Virgo. Okay, oh, don't go in the bucket. Got my feet in a bucket. Libra. Libra. Got my feet in a water bath, Libra, and I'm trying, not to drop the cards in. Okay. 2 tens. Those of you that watch my daily readings will know I very often pull 2 tens together. And this is an interesting 2 tens to pull together. Matters of security are going to be on your mind. Things that pertain to your house, where you live, how you earn your money, your family, real or extended, or your tribe, or, your online family, whatever it is, your people, however that goes. The way that you are nestled in the universe, which is quite important to Librans, because you're ruled by Venus, and no man or woman is an island. You've got the King of Swords in the middle. I'm going to take another card for him. For some of you, this is somebody you are in a relationship with. When you're in a relationship with a King of Swords archetype, it can be difficult to know. So you may need to know. Yeah. Okay. That person, the King of Swords person, is coming forward with an offer or an apology or a bit of both. There's contact. It might be a Virgo that you're dealing with, okay? There's contact. And it could be a real heart-to-heart on the cards. Yeah, I like that. 5 of Swords in reverse. Venus in Aquarius, a sense of coldness, maybe some game playing and a bit of manoeuvring, a bit of silence, whatever. 10 of Swords, everything out on the table. It's like we need to talk about everything, get the whole thing out. It's very all or nothing having that 10 of Pentacles. Either this person, the King of Swords, can deliver the kind of relationship you want, and I think it is a relationship here, or they can't, and it's bust with the 10 of Swords. It's stick or twist, My feeling is that you know what you want and it's worth holding out for it. Okay? Sometimes Librans can be too nice to people in relationships. let's have a couple of Chuck Spezzano love cards. That one. Oh, very elusive. It's those two. Ooh. Okay. Let's look at this one first. Neediness. There can be none of that. Okay. Especially if this person is emotionally unavailable. All of us as humans, and I don't care how evolved we are, when someone's emotionally unavailable, it can trigger needing to try harder. Don't try harder with this person. They need to try harder with you. Okay? I got this for Virgo as well. Drought. Don't let fear or scarcity, there'll never be another one, or whatever it is, or it's been 10 years or whatever. Don't let that influence your thinking with this, okay? And then delight. Spend time with your people, with your tribe, with your family, with your friends, with your online people, whatever it is. Doing your own thing, keeping yourself happy, okay? If this needs to be out of your life, it will. If it's going to meet your needs, let them try and it will, okay? Very important. Libra. Do check out the How Do They Feel About You reading. That might be useful to you as well. I've said that to about 5 different signs now. Okay, thank you, Libra. Scorpio. Mid-month, March 2022. Oh, straight out. I just knew your cards were going to be reversed. What is going on? Scorpio. Right, we'll get some clarifiers on these bad boys in a minute. Okay, Scorpio. This might not be for everybody, okay? So if it's for you, it's for you, and it's going to be accurate. Divine masculine energy. Emperor in reverse. Okay? Magician in reverse. Somebody, you don't know if someone's being honest with you about something. When you get the Magician, it's a beautiful card because obviously, you know, it's a beautiful thing. He's an alchemist. He can turn water into wine. You're at a crossroads with somebody where you don't know if they're real or not. This has come up for a lot of signs for mid-March. King of Cups in reverse. Again, someone who has a very spurious relationship with the truth. It can be because they drink too much or the effect, you know, like that effect of alcohol where you can't quite see where you should be with something. It feels like you don't know where you stand with somebody, but they've told you a lot of things and you don't know if they're true or not. What are these cards? Yeah. Just taking a couple of cards. And you're right in the middle of it. Yes. Yep. Okay, right. I can't stop talking. Hierophant in the reverse. Hierophant in reverse is the commitment card. And then we have 2 queens in a reading. Queen of Swords in reverse, Queen of Wands in the upright. Okay, if this is a competition, you can win, but I don't know if you really do want the prize. For some of you, if this is a work situation, it's the same thing. You can win. Scorpios are good at winning because you're good at sizing up the competition and you know how to do things right. You're good at that. Scorpios are good at that. But nevertheless, I don't know if the prize is worth having, and that's going to be something that will come up later in the month, maybe the next month in April. If you want to know if you can trust somebody here in a romantic relationship, I've got some doubts. That's all it is, but I do have some doubts. 2 queens in a reading gives me pause no matter what. Chuck Spezzano love cards. Oof. Yeah, this won't be for everybody, but if it's for you, you're going to know, and it's an uncomfortable reading. But one thing Scorpios can do is take the truth. Betrayal. I'm not surprised to see that card, okay? For me as a tarot reader, when I see that Queen of Wands, if I'm going in that direction anyway, that's my card for interlopers and people stirring the pot. Disillusionment. Somebody came across so well in the early days, but you're really finding out who they are, okay? And it's a bit of a process, but you will be all the better for it to know, okay? Cripes. Scorpio. Check out my How Do They Feel About You reading if you want to, okay? That's in the description box below. Thank you, Scorpio. Woo. Sagittarius. Whoop. What's going on? Ace of Cups in reverse. Okay. Okay, yep. It's quite a worky one for you. I think you've fallen out of love with what you're doing for a living, or you've fallen out of love with this Eight of Pentacles. If we look at that one, it's in the upright. It's Sun in Virgo. This person, it's kind of the card of the grind, you know, whether it's 9 to 5 or just grinding out the pentacles. They're identical. They do the same thing every day. I turn up here. I do this. This is what I do for a living. This is who I am. I'm happy with the paycheck. You know, this all works for me. It doesn't always work that well for Sagittarians because of your sense of freedom and the fact that you're ruled by Jupiter and the fact that you want more. You dare to dream, okay? And that's why you're here for the whole of the zodiac, to encourage everyone to dream bigger, to think bigger, to go bigger, okay? But this includes you. Ace of Cups in reverse. This was something you did like. You may have loved it initially, but now I think you're falling out of love with it. So this could be your 9 to 5 job. You could be thinking about side hustles, which most Saggies normally are. Or it can be a relationship. It can be any situation where you were in love with it and it worked. And now you're not sure whether to go out on your own. 5 of Pentacles. This is where you have that house with the 5 Pentacles in the background, and you know you can have it if you want it. You can have that job if you want it. You can have that person if you want them. But I don't know if you do. And the 5 of Pentacles is a very spiritual card. It's Saturn in Taurus. It's where this is the king and he's got all this wealth and he steals away in the cloak, looking like he's got no money, because it's freedom to him to take this walk, to not give in to the comfort of a situation. I know. This has been coming up for you for a while. Just taking a couple more cards to go with it. You could be dealing with a Scorpio, some of you, because these cards, a couple of these cards came up for Scorpio. Queen of Wands and the Queen of Swords, there is competition here, but I don't see it the same way, actually. You will triumph because you are the Queen of Wands. You're the fire sign, okay? The diva, this is your diva qualities. They need to be on 11 out of 10, okay? Max out your diva qualities. You're dealing here with somebody who is just difficult, and it's not your thing. This could be a supervisor, it could be a boss, it could be a colleague. It could be like a relative, but I think it's more the kind of work thing. It can be the way that a company is set up. It's just stifling for you, and you don't want to do that anymore, and you want to shine bright. I like this for you, actually. It's fierce. Yes. Okay, Chuck Spezzano love cards for Sagittarius. Oh, nice. Very nice. You get the luck card of finding love where you least expect it. And again, it's luck, it's random, it's potluck, it's, it's the shock, the surprise. But you put yourself in a situation where that could happen. And we get the healing card, healing a broken heart for some of you. This is really nice. So it's the opportunity to heal a relationship, or to have a heart-to-heart with somebody that you need to talk to. It's very joining. It's very Healing is the word. It's the healing card of healing. What can I say? It's like healing to the power of 10. Oh, Saggy, interesting reading. Thank you very much. Capricorn. Capricorn, Capricorn, Capricorn. Capricorn. I'm just going to do a bit of a big girl shuffle here to free up the cards for you, Capricorn. That one. Capricorn. Oops. Capricorn, Capricorn, Capricorn. You. That one really wanted to come out. That one has come up so much for so many people. Okay. Capricorn, something's making you feel a bit uncomfortable and it makes you want to move on. We've got Temperance in the reverse. You could be dealing with the Sagittarius because that is the Sagittarius card, but more likely you're finding that a situation for you isn't flowing in the way that you would like it to flow. This could be a relationship, a work thing, destiny, whatever it is. It doesn't quite feel right. And this is an ideal springboard for you to get going. We've got the Six of Swords, which is the card of moving out of trouble or difficulty and familiar old patterns of failure that you want to move away from and moving into much calmer, safer, bluer, lovelier waters. Okay? This is really nice, and it might be that somebody else gives you a leg up to get to this position. They throw you a bit of a lifeline. Five of Pentacles, again, this is about leaving something behind that could earn you good money or did make you feel comfortable or it was all right. That's like the worst kind of thing, isn't it? Where the job is all right, the person is okay. You know, this is okay for me. It's all right. It's nothing amazing, but, you know, it's okay. You aren't prepared to settle for that. You're not prepared to settle for okay. You want something special and you're prepared to make a move to get it. So this could be putting in for jobs. It could be changing the structure of where you work. It could be changing how you live in a relationship. It could be asking for what you need, upgrading a little bit within that relationship. Or if you're single, it could be as well moving away from old relationship patterns. King of Cups in reverse reminds us always to keep out of the way of people who are unreliable or people who promise but never deliver. And again, you may have done that in the past, but you are done with that. That is not for you, okay? Chuck Spezzano love cards. Whoa. Yes. Oh, I love it. It is time for you to speak your truth. It's a gift from you to everybody else. And it could be about relationships, it can be friends, it can be people that you're applying, you know, job interviews or whatever. Instead of trying to kind of, you know, make it sound as good as you can, you're dead honest. And I've always found with job interviews that the moment at which I can feel my honesty really kicking in is the moment that they usually want to give me a job. You know, it's that when you're absolutely yourself. Fear of inadequacy, don't let that hold you back, but also don't let people who are riddled with fears of inadequacy hold you back, because those kind of people, King of Cups in reverse, they seem like they need all the support, but actually they can be quite poisonous. They don't need it, and they don't need you. You know, you don't need them either. In fact, they need you a lot more than you need them. Irresistibility, woohoo, disco pants, tss, tss, let's go. This is where you become attractive to people. You're attractive to the people that you fancy and they fancy you. And also it's just that kind of having spring in your step, that's it. God, can't speak at the moment, having a spring in your step, you know, and just having whatever it is, the va-va-voom factor for no apparent reason, okay? But who cares, because it's really nice. Okay, Capricorn, thank you very much. Aquarius. I almost want to go do. Aquarius, do. Ooh, nobody else has had that one. You might be dealing with a fire sign. Because nobody else has had that one either. I know. Come on. Or that one. Yeah. Okay. Got the Two of Wands over here. I like it for you. That's about making some kind of decision. Over here, we've got two feminine archetypes. We've got the High Priestess in reverse and Temperance in the reverse. Okay, we look at them in the upright. The High Priestess goes down to Hades or to the unconscious or whatever you want to call it, and she receives the messages. And this is the part of all of us that actually has the answer inside us that we seek. Okay? And Temperance plays with the energies as well, has her feet in the source. You, Aquarius, already know about something. Excuse me. You're going to get a hunch. For some of you, this is a hunch that could lead you to meet someone. King of Wands. I like the look of this person. This could be through a friendship group or an online group or just a group that you're involved with. Okay, if you get hunches, follow them. For others of you, you may be in a relationship with a King of Wands type person and you don't know whether they can take it to the next level, because the Three of Cups can also be taking things to the next level. Two of Wands, do I stick or do I twist? It's that whole kind of, your head is not going to solve this. Your intuition will. And if you're not feeling it in the intuition, wait until you are, okay? Because you will do. For some of you, just for one or two of you, you don't know if your King of Wands is speaking to other people. Again, use your intuition on this, because you do know. You do know. Just getting some Chuck Spezzano love cards. Yeah. I don't really get the feeling that they are. That's just my hunch on it. That's my High Priestess speaking. Disillusionment. They're not quite who you thought they were, but I don't think that's a bad thing. Luck. Be open-hearted. It's be open to all possibilities. And also wild abandon. Be your weird and wonderful Aquarian selves, okay? Because you have something that you want, or someone that you want, or it can even be a job with the King of Wands, but it'll be an exciting kind of thing. And you don't know how to go about it. You don't know how to find out. You feel like your intuition is failing you. It isn't. You just need to quiet everything down so that you can hear it, okay? Be open. If you're single, be open to all types of people. If you are wondering about a relationship at the moment, be open to all answers, okay? Don't make assumptions, but also don't try too hard to think about it. Be open to the universe providing you with the answer, okay? Check out my pick a card reading. There's a new one out. How do they feel about you? You might like that. Or your Aquarius reading for March. Both of them are in the description box. Thank you, Aquarius. Okay, Pisces. Hello, Pisces. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, gosh. Okay. Eight of Cups in reverse. Saturn in Pisces. A very Pisces card. Walking away from something that you love is the Eight of Cups. When it's in reverse, you're kind of walking back. It can be a relationship you thought was over is not over. It can be that someone, very high likelihood actually, because look, we've got the Judgment card, and the Judgment is a card of second chances or things coming around again. Pisces. This could be somebody coming back to you that's maybe an air sign or a fire sign. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay, that rhymed. Or it could be that someone comes into your awareness from the past. It feels like a past person. For some of you, you're not sure if you want this to be over with the Eight of Cups. For others of you, it could be someone where it was on again, off again. You know, that's what the Eight of Cups reversed is. It's like on again, off again relationships. Queen of Wands is coming up to me as someone who's in competition somehow, or someone from the outside. But then we also have the Page of Swords and the Knight of Swords, which is very clear speech and communication from somebody. So this won't be for everybody. So for some of you, it's a blast from the past. It could be a friend from the past as well. Maybe a friend you fell out with, or just a friend you haven't seen in a while. You know, it could be a fire sign friend. But for others of you, this is an ex or somebody, you know, that you maybe were involved with a bit, but you know, it never really came to anything and you thought they'd disappeared, and then they sort of reappear. There's a chance with the Judgment card to put this to bed one way or the other, if you pardon the pun, which I quite like, you know, because we're sort of coming out of Pisces season on about the 19th of March-ish. And so we just got a few days of wrapping up what we've learned, okay? So I'm going to take a couple more cards for you, Pisces, about this. Yeah, for some of you, it may be that you put in for a job a while ago, and this happens to Pisces quite a lot, and that they come back to you. You know, you didn't get it, or they didn't come back to you, and then suddenly they do. Toof. Toof. So you weigh it up. Two of Pentacles. There's a decision to be made, okay? Not something Pisces likes to do. The decision must move you on to somewhere better. That's the only rule for it, okay? And the Moon in reverse, which of course is the Pisces card, but also rules Cancerians. When you get the Moon in reverse, it's saying to you, do not kid yourself in any way. Don't escape into magical thinking, wishful thinking. You are coming down to earth about something that you needed to come down to earth about, and it's a good thing. So I call this in my daily readings biting the coin. Only deal with what's provably true, you know, and that's hard for a Pisces. It's not really the way that we operate, but it should be in this case. Chuck Spezzano love cards. And that one, what is that? Woof! That one I didn't want to take, but I had to. That's nice. Okay, good. First card is the healing card of self-love, something that challenges all Pisceans at all times. It's never more important than it is at the moment, okay? Second card is bad attitude. Someone may have thought they could throw you away in some way, or just not realised how valuable you were, whether that's an employer or a romantic person or a family member or whatever it is, okay? And then there's the healing. This can be healed. which is very nice, as long as you're completely realistic about it and completely realistic about them, okay? Which may not be the easiest thing to do. Whew, Pisces. Thank you to everybody, Aries right through to Pisces. Check out in the description box, we've got how do they feel about you, a new timeless pick a card reading. Got some love readings, and we've got your March astrology reading for each sign, Aries right through to Pisces. So have a good look at those. Subscribe if you haven't already, it really helps the channel. And do hit the like button. And I will see you soon. Namaste.